Chemical properties of carbon compounds. In the last video, we discussed about the IUPAC nomenclature of carbon compounds. So now, let us see what are the chemical properties of carbon compounds. Of course, we know there are millions of carbon compounds. Carbon compounds mean organic compounds. But if you observe, the reactions they undergo are limited. So here in your textbook there are some important reactions are given below. So there are mainly 4 types of chemical reactions are possible in the organic compounds. So what are the 4 types? Let us discuss one by one. So the first one is called combustion reaction. We know it very well. What is combustion reaction? Combustion means what? Combustion reaction means carbon and its compounds burn in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide and some energy or light or heat energy, whatever it may be. So this is called combustion. In our daily life, we are regularly using the combustion reactions. So when carbon is heated in presence of oxygen, excess oxygen or air, then we get carbon dioxide and some energy. So that is called combustion reaction, which means the process of burning of carbon or the carbon compounds in excess of oxygen. Take one more example. 2C2H6 plus 7O2 gives rise to 4CO2 plus 6H2O plus some energy. If you see in the another example, CH3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol with oxygen, then we get CO2 plus 3H2O plus energy. So if you are observing in the 3 examples, if you are burning the carbon or carbon compounds with excess of oxygen, we get the carbon dioxide and water molecule and some energy. So that is called combustion reaction generally. See, when you are burning the saturated hydrocarbons, then we get light blue color flame. But when you burn the unsaturated hydrocarbon, then it will give a light yellow flame, but it gives sooty flame. Is it okay? Saturated hydrocarbons gives light blue color flame, whereas the unsaturation gives yellow color sooty flame. Why it gives sooty flame means, here if air is not sufficiently available during the combustion, then even the saturated hydrocarbons also give some sooty flame, which means there is no combustion reaction takes place completely, which means if oxygen is not available sufficiently, then the saturated compounds will also give the sooty flame and the environment getting polluted because of this, which means the air is somewhat limited. Then the saturated compounds also give some sooty flames. So this is all about the combustion reaction. So in the organic compound, there is one more important reaction is there. So that is called oxidation reaction. So what is oxidation reaction? Oxidation means, see here, though the combustion is generally oxidation reaction, but all oxidation reactions are not combustion reactions, which means all combustion reactions are oxidation reactions, but all oxidations are not the combustion reactions. Generally, the oxidation reactions may be carried out by using the oxidizing agents, or you may call it as oxidants, are substances that oxidize other substances and then they themselves undergo reduction. If you see one example like CH3CH2OH, so it is called ethyl alcohol, we know it. So when this ethyl alcohol is treated with alkaline KMnO4 and then heat, and also acidified K2Cr2O7 plus heat, potassium chromate, dichromate. Then we get CH3CHO, which means ethanol. It is called ethanol, means acetaldehyde. Then after it will becomes CH3COOH, which means acetic acid or ethanoic acid. See here how the oxidation will take place in this reaction. If you observe here, the alkaline potassium permanganate KMnO4 or the acidified potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in solution here, these two are acting as a oxidizing agents here, which means the KMnO4 or the acidified K2Cr2O7, these two are act as a oxidizing agents and supplies oxygen to the reaction and convert alcohols into, first this alcohol, ethyl alcohol, by heating this in presence of this oxidizing agents. These oxidizing agents are giving oxygen and convert the alcohols into first ethanol and then acetic acid. So this reaction is called it as oxidation reaction. And let us see the third one. The third one is called addition reaction. How the addition reaction takes place? Take one example. For example, CH3, C triple bond C, CH3. In presence of nickel catalyst and hydrogen, it will gives CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH3. And again it will gives in presence of nickel catalyst hydrogen, it will gives CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So if you are observing here, in the first case here the triple bond is there, so this is called but2ine. In presence of nickel catalyst, so I will explain what is catalyst and hydrogen. It convert into double bond, so it is called but2ene. And again reacting in presence of nickel catalyst and hydrogen, it completely convert into single bond, butane. It is called butane. So what is addition reaction means? Generally the unsaturated organic compounds that contain multiple bonds, whether double bond or triple bond, like alkenes and alkynes, are undergo this addition reaction. So questions from this topic may frequently asked. So which type of compounds may undergo addition reaction? See, after completion of the total course, we will conduct the slip test or day by day exams. In that exams we will cover the all type of questions from the previous papers. Okay, you need not worry about it. So first learn the concept, then we will go for the exam. See, if you in this case, the unsaturated compounds like alkenes and alkynes are undergo addition reaction to become saturated, and finally here we are getting the saturated compound. In the first case it is but2ine, then it will undergo addition reaction in presence of nickel catalyst and hydrogen. It completely convert into but2ene and finally butane. So here we are getting the saturated compound. So during this reaction, addition of the reagent takes place at double bond or triple bond of the carbon atom. So what here we should know, what is the catalyst? Here in this addition reaction, this nickel is added as a catalyst, very important, in presence of hydrogen. So what is the catalyst? So catalyst means, you know, it is a substance which regulates means whether it is increases or may decreases the rate of reaction, but it is not involving in that reaction. See, if you observe the reaction, in the reactant or product there should not be involvement of nickel, but it should initiate the reaction, which means it increases or decreases, but it is not participating in that reaction without itself. So this is called catalyst. Generally, these reactions are used in the hydrogenations of vegetable oils using nickel catalyst. Where should the nickel catalyst is used? So very important question. The nickel catalyst used in the addition reaction in the hydrogenation of oils. Is it okay? Hydrogenation of vegetable oils. So nickel catalyst is used in the hydrogenation of vegetable oils. In the same way, vegetable oils generally having long unsaturated carbon chains, while animal fats having saturated carbon chains. Is it okay? Addition reaction means the unsaturated compounds may convert into saturated compounds by using the catalyst called nickel. So such type of reactions are called addition reactions. In the addition reactions, generally unsaturated compounds may participate, undergo this reaction. So this is all about the addition reaction. And now let us see the fourth one. So that is called substitution reaction. So what is the substitution reaction? See, if any reaction, a reaction in which an atom or group of atoms in a given compound is replaced by the other atom or group of atoms, which means if A plus B gives rise to C plus D, in this any atom may be get substituted into another atom. If you see, take one best example for the substitution reaction. See here, in the first case, the methane is reacting with chlorine in presence of sunlight gives CH3Cl plus HCl. CH3Cl means this is called methyl chloride, right? See, if you observe here, one chlorine atom is substituted here and one hydrogen atom with the chlorine comes out as a hydrochloric acid. So this is called substitution. If again this methyl chloride is reacting with chlorine atom in presence of sunlight, here we get CH2Cl2. So this is called methylene chloride and HCl. Again this methylene chloride is reacting with the chlorine atom in presence of sunlight, we get the CHCl3. So it is very important product. CHCl3 is called chloroform. I think you know very well what is chloroform. And we get HCl. And finally this chloroform reacting with Cl2 in presence of sunlight, we get CCl4, carbon tetrachloride and HCl. So here in the four reactions there is a substitution takes place. So this type of reactions are called substitution reactions. So these are the most important reactions generally takes place in the organic compounds. So the first one is called combustion and oxidation, addition and substitution reactions. Most of the reactions takes place by these four methods.